Detaching from people and situations is closely tied to certain principles in Stoicism. This ancient Greek philosophy teaches us to develop inner peace by accepting what we can't change and directing our focus on what we can. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic teachings align with practical steps for detaching from people and situations, starting with taking a step back. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining inner calm despite external conditions. The first practical step in detaching from someone is to step away temporarily. This isn't about avoiding them, but about creating distance to gain perspective and prevent your emotions from clouding your thoughts. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, highlighted the importance of retreating into oneself for deeper self-understanding. He advised, retire into yourself as much as you can. Associate with those who can improve you, and welcome those whom you can improve. Learning is a shared process. This suggests that taking a break allows us to reflect on our emotions and assess the situation without the immediate pressure of feelings. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control everything, we can control our reactions. By stepping away, we create space to consciously choose how to respond. Think of being in a noisy city. Stoicism encourages us to find a quiet moment to reflect on difficult emotions or situations. Imagine it like pressing pause in the middle of life's noise. It's not about avoiding the issue forever, but giving yourself time to think clearly, free from emotional noise. Seneca spoke of retreating into oneself. Much like taking a timeout in a game, you don't quit, you just pause to gather yourself. By stepping back, you allow the emotional storm to pass, making it easier to think clearly and respond wisely. The goal isn't to run away from your emotions, but to press pause to find clarity amidst life's chaos. The next step is considering whether distancing is a rational and virtuous choice. Stoicism emphasizes aligning actions with reason and virtue, aiming for eudaimonia, or flourishing, through moral excellence. The concept of oikeiosis, or appropriation, suggests that our natural drive is toward virtue and harmony, but not all relationships support our moral growth. Epictetus, another Stoic, encouraged evaluating relationships wisely. We can't control external circumstances, but we can choose how to respond. Reflect on whether your relationship with this person supports your personal development. Stoicism reminds us that distancing from harmful relationships isn't weakness, but wisdom. Epictetus, who lived as a slave, championed inner freedom regardless of external limitations. Imagine you're spending time with friends, and one begins to make you feel uncomfortable. Stoicism teaches us to question whether remaining in their company helps you grow or holds you back. It's like tending to a plant. Some friends are sunshine, helping you grow, while others are thunderstorms, hindering your progress. If being around someone feels more like a storm, Stoicism suggests considering a little distance. This isn't about avoidance, but about making choices that are good for both your heart and your mind. Stoicism encourages us to surround ourselves with people who help us become better versions of ourselves. The third step in detaching is to talk to someone you trust. Although Stoicism highlights self-discipline and inner strength, it doesn't advocate isolation. We are social beings, and seeking support from trusted individuals is essential. Engaging in open communication with someone you trust is not only cathartic, but also aligns with Stoic teachings about friendship. Seneca, in his letters, emphasized the importance of friendship in the pursuit of virtue, calling it one of life's greatest blessings. Imagine a trusted friend as your wise ally, offering tips and insights when life gets challenging. Stoicism encourages us to share our thoughts and struggles with someone we trust. Think of this friend as a sidekick, helping you navigate tough situations. Stoicism teaches that opening up to others strengthens bonds and helps us gain perspective, making challenges less daunting when shared with someone supportive. In the fourth step, Stoicism advises setting limits for our emotions. This isn't about suppressing feelings, but about managing their intensity and duration. Stoic philosophy emphasizes mastering our emotional responses, with Epictetus stating that we have the power to suspend or resist our passions. Negative visualization, a Stoic practice, prepares us mentally for potential challenges by contemplating possible losses. By setting emotional boundaries, we prevent our feelings from overwhelming our reason. Think of your emotions as colorful building blocks. Stoicism encourages you to set limits so your tower of emotions doesn't grow too high and unstable. It's about letting yourself feel, but not letting those feelings take control. Like a builder deciding how tall to make a structure, you can manage your emotional responses, ensuring your tower remains steady, even amidst life's challenges. The fifth step involves considering the consequences of distancing yourself from a person. Stoicism teaches us to practice foresight, assessing the long-term effects of our actions. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, reflected on how much time we waste, not because life is short, but because we don't use it wisely. Consider whether distancing will contribute to personal growth and emotional well-being, or lead to unnecessary loss. Imagine walking through a forest with several trails ahead of you. Stoicism advises thinking carefully about which path to take. Should you choose to distance yourself from someone, what might happen? It's like picking a trail in the woods. Consider where it might lead. Stoic thinkers believe that looking ahead helps us make better decisions. Step 6 suggests taking a break from social media. Stoicism's timeless wisdom applies even to the digital age. Seneca, in his essay on the shortness of life, lamented the distractions that prevent us from living well. Social media can overwhelm us with constant information and comparisons, diverting attention from what truly matters. By stepping back from these digital distractions, we create space for introspection, aligning with the Stoic practice of apatheia, or emotional tranquility. Think of social media as a big puzzle with too many pieces. Stoicism suggests taking a break when it gets overwhelming, allowing your mind to rest and return to the puzzle with renewed clarity. It's not about quitting, but about maintaining balance and ensuring that you don't get lost in the flood of information. Finally, step 7 involves focusing on your own needs. Stoicism promotes self-sufficiency and inner resilience. Epictetus emphasized distinguishing between what we can control and what we can't. In this step, focus on what you need, not in a material sense, but in terms of emotional well-being and virtue. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort builds resilience by facing challenges head-on. Focus on your emotional stability and moral integrity, and remember that true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with virtue. Imagine life as a buffet. Stoicism encourages you to carefully select what nourishes your heart and mind, rather than grabbing everything on offer. It's about choosing what sustains you long-term, not just what feels good in the moment. In conclusion, Stoic principles offer deep insights and practical steps for detaching from people and situations. By stepping away temporarily, thinking through decisions, seeking trusted guidance, managing emotions, considering consequences, taking breaks from social media, and focusing on our needs, we align our actions with Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches that detachment isn't about emotional apathy, but about achieving inner peace and resilience. As we navigate life's complexities, Stoicism serves as a guide to a life of virtue, wisdom, and emotional well-being. In Seneca's words, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future.